Hi Soul Fam, happy Monday. Welcome back to our channel where we do tarot card readings every single week. I'm Frances. If we haven't met, I'm so happy to be connected with you, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes up in our reading this week. Last week was all about breakthroughs and kind of getting out of our own way, and I was really interested last week to see how that would come about. And for me, it was kind of, I was reflecting on it yesterday because I was like, what happened last week? Like, it was kind of a normal week, but also they felt more subtle in the way of ideas or clarity or even like peace. The previous weeks I'd been feeling a little antsy, a little unsure, like just, I don't know, not very grounded. And last week, through a little bit of clarity and reflection, or rather reflection and then clarity, and even just being open to like ideas coming through via downloads or just like sudden thoughts, which are downloads, I was like, oh, those are my breakthroughs. So even though I'm not actually like moving really quickly on anything, I do feel like I have clarity around what it is that I want to be doing. And in that, there's like slow and steady movement, or I'm like, oh yeah, that'll be a next year thing, or that'll be a next month thing. So I share that because I encourage you to reflect on your week last week as well. Or maybe for some of you, you're like, no, I got the job, I got engaged, whatever the thing was. But these messages come through in kind of overarching themes because they are for the collective, right? So they're going to apply to all of us, but apply to all of us uniquely and individually. So I encourage you to, number one, take them as they resonate with you. But number two, always reflect back and be like, oh yeah, that did happen, or oh, that was interesting, or I am really glad that I had that little tidbit because that helped me to stay grounded during a challenging time, or whatever it may be. So anyways, just like to share that. Let's begin. Working in the light and highest for everyone here's greatest good and deepest understanding at this time. Keeping my energy on, cleansed, protected. Each and every person here as well, whether they are seeing it the week it was recorded or any time after that, trusting it found you at exactly the right time. What do we need to know and understand this week? Okay, 2 cards and a single card. Oh, and then this card here, I know you can't see that. This card flipped out. So I'm going to pull this one as well. We're actually going to start with this card. So all of the cards here are laid face down. So like the tops all look the same. So obviously I pull cards, but then if one ever flips or comes out while shuffling, I always pull that for us as well. Okay, so this card flipped. It was very blatant when I opened my eyes, and we're going to start here. This is the Judgment card. This card has come up fairly recently. I want to say the past month or two. This card is asking us to be mindful of our judgment this week, whether this is judgment on others, which I know sometimes we're like, I don't judge people. We're like, but I have opinions, and I have opinions on my opinions, right? Or I have observations, and I have opinions on my observations. And self-judgment, self-doubt, inner critic. I should be further along. I should be doing more. I should have it figured out. I should be making more money. I should be at this stage in my life. I should. The Judgment card, the word in this card is should. They should, or I should. This week, I want you to be really, really, really mindful of the critic, of the judge, okay? Again, it actually feels more in relation to others this week. So let's actually come back to that. Let's start with the self. I want you to be mindful this week of giving yourself grace. It's been a weird year. It's been a sticky year. I don't know one person in my clientele or in my life personally that's been like 2025 has been the best year of my life so far, right? Maybe we've had really great moments. Maybe we've accomplished really wonderful things. Maybe we've hit some wonderful goals. Maybe, you know, beautiful things have happened. And no one's been like best, easiest, most abundant life, right? And if that's you, I love that for you. Please let us know in the comments because we want to celebrate you. I want to know that one person has had a fantastic year. But it's been tough. And so in that, it's also felt, it's weird. It's like felt really fast, but personally really slow, right? It's like things are moving really quickly, but progress feels a little bit slow. And so that is the perfect storm for self-judgment. That is the perfect storm for getting down on yourself, for wishing you were further ahead. Even what I was explaining in the beginning about my reflections on last week's reading with breakthroughs, it could be so easy for me to be like, Frances, you maybe you had these ideas, but what did you do? What do you have to show for it? Right? Ooh, that would be really loud inner critic. Really, really, really big self-doubt. Even I'm hearing imposter syndrome a little bit. Like, you think you can do XYZ. Who are you to do that? Right? You think this, well, why you? Right? It could be so easy to go there. This week, I want you to be mindful of that and come back to presence. I had an idea. That's amazing. I haven't had a creative idea in a long time. Good on me. Right? You know, this could also be more physical. So if you're having judgment around what your body looks like, you know, yeah, like where you live, your circumstances in like the tangible things. They just got a new car. I'm nowhere near being able to buy a new car right now. That day will come, but it's not right now. Like anything that you feel stuck in comparison, part one. And then part two, when you are your own biggest competitor, when you feel like you should be further along than you are, I really want you to be mindful of those thoughts this week and find a way to reframe them. Some mantras here that you can work with if you feel called. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. I am perfect exactly as I am. I am enough. My step one is, you know, or someone else's step 10 doesn't negate the value in my step one, right? Come up with something for yourself or a few different phrases that you can use and tap into to really give gratitude to where you are instead of judge it, okay? And I'm not talking excuses because I know that came up a little bit last week as well. Like, where are we making excuses to not do the things we really want to do? We still want to be realistic with ourselves and be honest with ourselves, but not be mean to ourselves. And we can always start again. There's always a new day, right? So if you feel like you've fallen off the track in whatever sense, just start again tomorrow. Easy as that, okay? The second piece of this, going back to the other, I really want you being mindful of judging other people this week, being mean about other people, gossiping about other people. I don't know what is in the energy. I haven't felt it myself yet, but it is Monday morning, so we'll see. But it almost feels like it's going to be easy to do that this week, or someone may do something and you're like, literally, what the heck? And you have like a loud opinion on it. You can observe. We can't help that. We're humans. We are going to observe. But really trying to hold understanding and compassion for everyone else's experience is going to be important. Part one, that's going to keep you in a really positive energy instead of a really kind of like icky, nasty, negative energy. So that is beneficial for you as well. But number two, comparison around the other. So this is kind of both combined. It's like judging them, but actually it's a reflection of us, right? The mirror. If we are jealous of other people, if we feel judgmental of other people, it's probably because it's reflecting something from within us, either an insecurity, a desire that we haven't met yet, or something that, you know, really inspires us. But instead of tapping into the inspiration, we're tapping into the jealousy and the judgment, and we're like belittling it because we don't have it. But actually, that's telling spirit and universe, oh, you don't actually want that thing? Okay, well, I'm not going to bring it to you. So judgment of others, negative talk of others is actually stopping your manifestations. Because typically We want what they have in some capacity, whether it's a thing, a feeling, whatever it is. But when we belittle it, the energy says, oh, I don't want that thing. That thing is bad. Okay. And we put a block right there. So be really mindful of that this week. Good for them. Truly, truly. I am so jealous, but in the best way, because that inspires me to lean into my desire because they have some of what I want. And I'm going to go out and get it. They've just proven to me that it's possible. Let's do this thing. Yeah. So flipping it on its head. Interesting. Thank you, team, for making sure that that card came through. Okay. Then we have 2 cards here. Another major card. Sorry if you can hear a crazy dog. Nova is my dog, and she's a crazy dog. The Lovers and the 3 of Wands. Okay. So part 1, the Lovers. This card is about love. So if you are looking for love, if you are in a romantic partnership, if you are ready to open the door to love, this week might be a really beautiful time to do that, to look at relationships, loving relationships. The part 2 of the Lovers related to partnership or not, vulnerability. This card is about showing up as you are. Also very similar to Judgment, accepting others where they are. Maybe there was some conflict last week, or maybe some conflict will arise this week with a partner, with some kind of loving relationship, even in a friendship or a co-working relationship. This is not a week to, I keep hearing the word belittle, like to belittle that. This is not the week to lean into the argument of it. This is the week to identify why it's there. Okay. And what you want. If you're like, things are good, there's not much conflict, or, like that date went really well and things are fine. They texted me, like whatever the thing is, or you're like, I'm good on my own. Like my heart is full and I do not want to share it with anyone right now. I'm great. Making sure that you are being honest with your feelings about how your heart actually feels. Maybe you're like, I am good, but I do want partnership. Maybe you're feeling, something happened in your relationship and you're not feeling 100% seen and heard. Or maybe you were seen and heard, but there's still just like a lingering blech in it. And you're just like, there's really nothing else we can do here, but we just got to give it a little bit of time and reconnect. What the question is, what are the unseen or unattended to feelings of the heart? And how can we identify them, communicate them to ourselves and others if applicable? And then what do we want to do to make sure they're nurtured? Because you have 3 of Wands next. This is charting course. This is making a plan. In short, I'm feeling this way. It's really scary for me to tell you this feeling. It's really scary for me to even admit this feeling, but here it is. So what do I need to do to make sure that that feeling is tended to and no longer ignored? Whether this is individually in some type of romantic relationship or in some type of platonic relationship, that is where to focus this week. What feelings are unattended to or unseen? How can I communicate those to myself and someone else? And what do I need to do? What do we need to do in order to make sure that those feelings are seen and tended to so that we can be in our best energy moving forward? Okay. Step 1 here is you're going to have to go deep within yourself. What is it that you just really want the other person to understand, or that you really, really just want to accept in terms of how you feel? I just really want to be valued. I feel so undervalued right now. I just really want you to hear me. I just would love for you to understand. I just really want to feel at peace. I just really want to feel happy in, my house at the end of the day when I'm by myself eating ice cream, watching TV. Whatever the thing is, identify that feeling. And then it's okay. And now what am I going to do, or what are we going to do to ensure that that feeling is tended to? Is it a family meeting, partnership meeting, once a week, once a month, whatever? Is it, you know, buying ice cream so that the day actually feels great at the end, like celebratory at the end of the day? Like, what can you do to tend to it? And if this does include another person, reminder that we open space for them to share as well. They may not want to, but this does go both ways. So not only are you going to have to identify this for yourself, communicate it, and then come up with action plan for you and your feelings, or you're going to do it for the other person as well, which might require some effort from you. Okay? Very curious to see how that plays out this week, especially if you've had conflict in the past 2 weeks and you feel like it's resolved, but it's still lingering a little bit. This isn't bring it up again to open it up. This is, hey, that was really hard. I love you. I really want to work well together. I think the main trigger for me was feeling this. I really want to not go back there because I want to have a great relationship with you. So moving forward, could we try this? Right? That final cherry on top of conflict resolution. Okay? Okay. Finally, we have Knight of Swords. Okay, a repeat card from the past couple weeks. Knight of Swords, action forward. I love this. Transformation, movement. This card is also very much about like just going for it. It feels pretty short and sweet on this card. Just go for it. Like stop overthinking it, stop getting in your way. And it's funny because it almost feels opposing to these cards, but they're like, you got enough going on this week. Be mindful of your thoughts, be mindful of your judgment, resolve that conflict if there was any, make sure that your feelings are being tended to, number one, by yourself, but number two, by others, if that's relevant for you. And then just like live your life. Just live your life. Just go for it. Just do the thing. Just write the thing. Just apply for the thing. Just whatever the thing. Just move. It can be big. It can be small. It doesn't matter. But we are in an energy of movement that is going to lead to transformation. And the more that we engage, the quicker that it's going to happen. Okay? This doesn't mean be reckless. This doesn't mean you have to move if you don't want to. But it does mean that you're going to get out of your way and just do stuff. I know that sounds so weird, but like whether that's social, whether that's again, like, yeah, like just starting the project or, you know, going on the walk or going to the class or whatever. They're like, just don't think about it too much. Just live your life. Just do it. You deserve it. Who knows what's going to happen from it? Maybe nothing. Maybe just a fun experience. But just go for it. Because that is really where we start, again, building that momentum and building that transformation of self. Okay? Okay, I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this comes about this week. Any questions, please let me know. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, share with a friend. I'm really hoping to continue to grow this online global community, so I would love to connect with you weekly through that subscribe button and with those that you love in your life. If you feel called to donate, I will leave my PayPal donation link in the description box below. This helps me to show up with energy for you every week. Every penny is so appreciated. So if you feel called, thank you. Any questions, I am here. Please feel encouraged to leave any thoughts in the comments, and I will see you again soon.